After the fourth 110, Cortez Kennedy passed out.
Say he ain't got no limiter. I go till we fail.
He passed out. The trainers had to come get him. And that first year, he didn't play anything but field goal. They called him two-play Tez. So about his sophomore, junior year, he went up to Ed Orgeron, who's still defensive line coach for Jimmy Johnson in Miami, and said, Coach, how much lighter do I have to get for you to play me? And Ed Orgeron asked Cortez Kennedy straight up, what are you going to do if you don't play pro football? And he said, I'll probably go back to Arkansas and be a state trooper. I would have loved to have seen that. But Ed Orgeron thought what many of us probably thought, but did not say it because we're not Ed Orgeron talking to Cortez Kennedy. He said there is not a cop car big enough to hold you, Cortez. So I'm going to need you to get down to about 285 from about 350. His roommate was Randy Shannon, linebacker in Miami, Central Florida, defense coordinator, a couple other places as well, Miami included. And Randy Shannon's job was to get Cortez Kennedy down to weight. And Randy Shannon is either the best roommate or the worst roommate because Randy Shannon put a padlock on the fridge, slept in the kitchen, took Cortez Kennedy's car keys so he couldn't sneak out at night, and ran 3 miles in the morning and 3 miles in the evening with Cortez Kennedy. Now, he got down to about 290, right, and became who he is and passed away, rest him, 2017. I think he was just 47 years old. But I want to hear Randy Shannon tell this story because I don't want it bad enough. Like, I'm certified NASM, ACSM, CSCS, right? Personal trainer, strength and conditioning coach. I don't want it enough to have to run roughshod over my roommate about what they eat, when they eat with them, and force them to work out. I don't want it that bad. So I can't wait to hear how Randy Shannon remembers this going down. Because this is Ed Orgeron telling the Randy Shannon part of this story. So Ron, what do you think it was like for Randy Shannon to police 350-pound, stupid, mule-strong Cortez Kennedy?
Man, it's gotta be tough. You talking about a dude that, like, the story that you led off talking about Cortez Kennedy is like this man at 350 plus rocking the 110s, right?
Right.
Did it until he failed because one, he wanted it. Like, I got governors on myself. You know, I get a bit when it's like, hey, guys, we gotta shut it down, right? There's always tomorrow, right? I don't want to blow it up today. So you're looking at a dude that knows that he's good and know that he's athletic. So this must have been just a culture thing because if this wasn't Miami, because this is not the first time this has ever happened on a college campus that, hey, your brother's keeper, make sure you keep food out his mouth. At other places, like, yo, dog, like if this wasn't Miami coming out the 80s, you know, being the squad that we know that he is, if this was just Miami of Ohio and it was the Ohio versions of Kennedy and Shannon would have a different story. He's like, yo, dog, I had to sleep. You know, we didn't have the internet back then, so like my assignments would just be out. So I can't risk just having my homework getting eaten by a dog because I told my man that he couldn't have second breakfast like this, The Hobbit. Cortez, I would say this: Cortez must have really wanted it. There must have been some as part of the team culture that says, yeah, I'll get on the program. We want to be winners, of course. And I imagine if you Cortez Kennedy at 290, you probably look like Aaron Donald anyway. So it's like, yeah, I'm flexing from the mirror. Look at me.
I had Cortez Kennedy cards when he played with the Niners. I had Cortez Kennedy cards when he played with the Seahawks because my dad's a big Seahawks fan. Like, that was the first defensive tackle I actually liked. And then I come to find out that's not no regular defensive tackle, RJ. That's just him. Also, in this story, I need to tell another strength conditioning story. Tommy Moffitt was strength conditioning coordinator at LSU here recently, and I think he still is, actually. Anyway, he had a conditioning test Let me tell you about how bad it, so when they get back to class in the summer on the first Tuesday in June, Tommy Moffitt makes his team run 16 90-yard shuttles, up 30, back 30, up 30, with 1 minute rest in between. The receivers got to do the drill in 15 seconds. The quarterbacks, tight ends got to do it in 17. Linemen got to do it in 19. Then after you get those 16 in, you got to do 16 110-yard sprints, and you only got 5 minutes of rest before you do those after you've already done the 16 90-yard shuttles. If you fail one of those reps, you have to do it every Friday until you no longer are failing reps. Ron, I work out all the time. I think about working out a lot of the time. I've looked at conditioning tests and conditioning drills across soccer, basketball, football, wrestling. I can't tell you how bad that would ruin your psyche if you are not ready to do it. Like if you were not actually prepared for these 32 reps in this short amount of time, where all it feels like you're doing is eating turf, and all it feels like you're doing is filling up with lactic acid, you will quit. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean like walk off because you won't be able to. You'll just stop. You'll be bent over, and then you'll sit down, and then you'll lay down. And you'll tell Coach Moffitt, I will see you Friday.
Saying that whole entire time, it's like, all right, cool. That means I have homework to put in so that I will pass on Friday.
God, isn't that the worst?
And it's got to be just as hard because if you don't put in the work, Friday comes around, you miss it by a second.
Man,
all right, Coach, I guess I'll see you. No, with tears in your eyes.
Yes.
I guess I'll see you next week.
Okay, remember a fast 40, right? A fast 40, 4.8. 4.8.
For what you talking about for regular human beings?
No, I'm talking about for college football player.
A high 4.6.
Okay, high 4.6, right? And you got to cover 30 yards 5 times successively, stop and start, in 5 seconds. Like, it's that last one where you're going to be, like, breaking the tape. You're going to be chest leaning. And then you're going to get 1 minute, and you got to do it 15 more times. And then you get 5 minutes, and you got to run the length of the field in 15 seconds, 16 times, with 1 minute of rest in between each. Like, I've run enough 110s in my life to know it's just far enough for you to feel like you can run 50 yards and coast, right? If you get off. But about number 9, you don't have no get off no more. All you got is run. By number 15 of these 16, you don't have anything at all.
And the thing about this is that we still on the clock.
Oh my God!
We still on the clock.
Oh my God!
We're still looking at the clock. Because I'm telling you, at number 9, I'm thinking, all right, well, in a regular scenario, that's not hell. It's like, cool, fine. This one doesn't count. Just got 8 more. All right, this one doesn't count. Just got 6 more. All right, this one's down. Just got 5 more. But no. We got 5 more. And, oh, man, I was pretty slow on that one. Or think about this. I missed one. I missed one early. Number 2, lineman. So, like, I came in there as 20 seconds flat.
And everything I know about Moffitt, he would not have let that slide. Like, you would come in at 19-1. Okay, see you Friday. What? I said I see you Friday.
No, that's 19 seconds. Yeah. 19.1. We got hard brackets around these.
Oh, man. And, like, the other part is, you know why?
This is already living in my mind like rent-free. Like, I'm sick right now.
Well, and I would just be angry because I would start litigating, right? Because I would look up and be like, we run 21 personnel. We run with a fullback. Why the hell do I need to be able to do this? Like, we don't run spread. I don't actually have to run. We get to line up and take the play clock down. This is bull. Like, I would be yelling so loud.
It's like, oh, you think this is about cardio, but what this really is cortisol management.